Hi, everybody. So today, again, this is a wonderful day, Karen, because we've got another interesting topic today to discuss.
Yeah.
You know, there's this lady that just sent this message to us. I will read it out and then we'll discuss it. And then, you know, she's kind of seeking for advice. All right. So let me just read it to our audience. And please, audience, let us know what you think as well.
Yeah.
So she goes like this. I am recently going through a divorce after 15 years of marriage. Oh my God. I have 3 sons for my ex and considering getting custody of the boys.
Okay.
My family advise otherwise and believe this will be a wrong decision as the children need to stay with their dad. I need your advice, perspectives. Oh my goodness, Karen, do you know what? I'm really, really sorry for this lady.
Yeah.
You know, divorce is really not easy.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's not easy, especially when there is children involved.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think, but please let us know what you think and then I will let's discuss it and then see what our audience will say as well.
Okay. I totally agree with the family.
Okay.
There is no need to take these 3 boys out of their father's house.
Okay.
Especially if the father is is playing his role as a dad. So I always say to ladies that a man could not make a good husband does not mean he cannot make a good father. They are 2 different things.
Okay.
So if this man, you are sure that this man has been playing his role even when you guys were married, and he has been playing his role as a father, and you know that these children are safe with him. Please do not put yourself through that stress of going out of a marital home. You don't even know where to start. From the tone of this is quite recent. So first of all, you're going to go through different phases. First of all, trying to figure out yourself. Don't get me wrong, I've heard a lot of people say when you go through a divorce, the first thing that hits you is that you lose your identity. So you still go through that phase of losing your identity, trying to, rediscover yourself, trying to get yourself settled in, especially when it involves that you need to move out of the property, you need to get a house. It involves a lot of things. So please, if these children are already settled in their father's house, please leave them alone. Besides, you don't want to be dealing with all that and be dealing with the stress of running around with 3 boys. No, please don't do that to yourself, my dear.
But people do it, you know. Yes, I got what you're saying, Karen, right? But personally, myself, I believe that the children are better with their mother, rather than their father. This is just me. This is my own opinion, right? In as much as it all depends. Look at your finances as a lady. You know, women these days, this is an era that women does a lot of things, right? So if you look at your finances and you know that, yes, you'll be able to train those children. Again, I always say, look at co-parenting, right? You can co-parent with your husband. And then he as well contributing towards the upkeep of those children.
That's when the divorce is going through a structured process.
Yeah, but
you and I know that many divorces these days is so toxic because from the tone of her language, said custody. That means he wants to take sole responsibility of these children.
Yes. So for the fact that she is saying that, if she's not capable of doing it, she wouldn't do it. Right?
Okay.
I believe that this lady is capable of looking after these boys.
Okay.
And that's why she wants to do that.
Okay.
Right? If she's capable, her finances okay, and she felt like, yes, I can do it. Why not?
Okay.
Myself, personally, I believe that the mother needs to train her children. You don't need a man. You don't really leave a man to train your children for you.
Okay.
This is my own personal decision, right?
Okay.
And again, when looking at your finances, then I've already said co-parenting. When divorce are happening, you need therapy. Okay? So you need to go through this. You need to seek for an advice.
So will you be going through this therapy, running around with 3 boys?
It doesn't really matter. Some women are strong, right? let me tell you something, and this is something that I have seen that has happened.
Yeah.
Right? Men, when you leave your children for men, don't get me wrong, men, they are kind of, you give a man a year, he will find another person.
Of course.
Right?
Of course.
And then it all depends on who this woman is. A woman that you want to train your 3 children for you, hold on, you want this woman to come in, right? Could be that this woman has her own children and you want this woman to train your 3 children. This is what happened. This is what I've seen that happened, right? This lady came into this marriage with her own daughter. This man married this lady because he has 2 kids already, right? But here is the problem. The lady is looking after her own children and then abandoning this man's children, right? She's looking after her own kids, a child. She's got a child. And then this man had 2. She couldn't look after the 2 of them. She only looked after her own daughter. So, my dear,
can I come in there?
Please do come
I
in.
totally get what you're saying. There's no fast answer to this because there's a lot of components we're going to look into. However, these children are boys. If it's a boy child, I 100% support she should leave the boys with the father to raise the boys. I am of the opinion, and I still believe that we women do not have 100% what it takes to raise a boy child, to raise a man out of a boy child. I don't agree that we have.
But people
don't
do
get
it.
me wrong.
People
yes,
do it.
yes.
People do it.
Don't get me wrong. Many women have raised boys and raised authentic, well-mannered, responsible men. Okay? But well, if we're looking at overall, what if you're looking at this generally, I do not think that a woman has what it takes to bring out a man out of a boy. I don't think. Secondly, if you had met me maybe 7 or 8, 9 years ago, if this is, I would say, okay, take your children and go. But in the course of my time, I met somebody who told me a very touching story. He told me, because I started talking with him. I started talking with him and I asked him, I said, how, are you married? He said he's divorced. I said, okay, what happened to, why, we just got talking. I engaged the man and he said, blah, blah, blah. He raised the wife, came in, they had issues. He took she was like, oh, no, I'm going with my children. She took the 4 children. They had 4 children then. Said, Karen, this woman took 4 children. They kicked me out of the house. I got a house and I moved out. And he said to me, he said, Karen, this was the best years of my life. I said, how? He said, I traveled. I went to this country. I went to this country. I went to this country. I was free. And I said, really? I said, where are the children? I said, they are grown. I said, where is your wife, your ex-wife? He said, she died of cancer.
Oh, bless.
Okay. So, what I think, I didn't go through asking, but reflecting on what this man said to me, what I think that has happened is that this woman took the responsibility of raising these 4 children and went through stress. You know what it is in this country? School run, parents' evening, work. You are looking for childcare. You like if you are taking children away from any man in this country, you are doing the man a very great favor. In fact, in his mind, he'll be telling you, "Thank you very much, God bless you," because he's free. He doesn't have to go for parents' evening. He doesn't have to pick up children. He doesn't need to do food. He doesn't need to. There's a lot of things he doesn't need to do, and this is what the responsibility this woman took on her. And I'm not saying that is what killed her. But we know that most cancerous cells are directly linked to stress.
Stress, yeah.
Okay? So, I am of the school of thought, my dear. Those children will be fine. Mothers always think, oh, this will happen. Those children will be fine. Okay? Go and figure out your life. Go and sort your mental health. Go and get therapy. Get a house. Get a job. Settle in as a new single mother. And then you can, if you still want to come and get your children, that's fine. But do not take the responsibility of lifting these children out and giving this man the liberty to gallivant. He can pick 3 jobs. Weekend he will be in London having fun. The other weekend he will be carrying. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, Karen. So we've heard from you.
Yeah.
And for me, I think co-parenting is good for these two people to come together, think about their boys, right? Speak to the boys, see what they think. The boys need therapy as well. Both of them, both mother and father, they need therapy. And these are the things that they need to do in order to see the best way and seek legal advice as well. It's very, very important. But let's hear what our audience are saying. Please do let us know what you think. And let's know what you think. Follow us. We thank you so much for liking, sharing our videos. We do appreciate your love.
And also, this is a question for all our viewers. Do you think you would leave your daughter, your son, if we're not praying for things like that? But what is your take on this subject matter?
What's your opinion?
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And we'll see you on next episode. Take care.